Good morning mga kids. So welcome back to our discussion and to our topic about the time signature, which is the 2/4, 3/4, 6/8, and 4/4. As I told you yesterday that the time signature is composed of the top number and the bottom number. The top number is the number of beats in a bar or per measure, while the bottom number the type of notes that get one beat. Okay. As we have discussed last meeting, the 2/4 time signature contains 2 beats in a bar, and the 3/4 time signature contains 3 beats in a bar. So yun lang pagkakaiba nila na dapat bibilangin natin ang bawat beat or beats sa bawat measure or in a bar. Doon natin malalaman kung yun ay 2/4 or 3/4 time signature. Okay. So, wag natin kakalimutan yan. So, let's have this example. Now, titingnan ninyo kung anong time signature yan. Okay. So, let's try number 1. What is the time signature in number 1? Ang gagawin natin dyan ay titingnan natin ang bawat measure or ang hati-hati ng mga nota. Now, ilan bang measure mayroon sa number 1? Bibilangin natin kung ilang measure sa number 1. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, sa madaling salita, meron tayong 4 measure. Sa unang measure, mayroong 1, 1/2, and 1/2. Ibig sabihin, that is 2 beats. So, therefore, ito ay 2, 4. Tingnan nyo rin ang mga kasunod na sukat. Okay. Sa pangalawang sukat, mayroong 2 beats. Sa pangatlong sukat, mayroong 2 beats. At sa pang-apat na sukat ay mayroong 2 beats. So, madaling salita, ito ay 2, 4. Okay. Let's move on to the second example. So, how many measures do we have in number 2 example? Okay. So, let us count. In example number 2, we have 4 measure. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Let us count the number of beats in each measure. In the first measure, we have quarter rest and 2 quarter note. So every quarter note or rest receives 1 beat. So nakikita natin na 3 beats sa bawat measure. Ibig sabihin, ito ay 3, 4 time signature. In example number 3, ganun din ang gagawin natin. Titingnan natin ang mga hati-hati ng mga nota. Mayroon diyang 3 measure. Okay, yung unang sukat, pangalawang sukat, at pangatlong sukat or measure. In first measure, meron tayong 4 beats. Second measure, 4 beats. And the last measure has 4 beats. Now, this time, let us find the difference between the 3/4 and 6/8 time signature. Dito kasi medyo magulo or nakakalito dahil same lang naman ang laman ng beat sa bawat measure or sukat. Okay. Now, titingnan natin sa mga sunod na examples ang 3/4, kung bakit siya naging 3/4 at kung paano din siya nagiging 6/8 time signature. Okay. Let's move on to the 3/4 time signature. In this example, we have 2 measures. The first measure, which is composed of 3 quarter note, and the second measure is composed of 6/8 notes. In first measure, we have 3 beats because every quarter note receives 1 beat. And the second measure, we have also 3 beats because every 8 note receives 1/2 beat. Kung nakikita natin ang hati-hati ng mga 8 note ay tig-dalawa. Ayan, kung nakikita natin. Diyan mo malalaman na yan ay 3/4. Kung i-interpret natin yan, ganito kasi yan. In 6/8 time signature, that is closely similar to 3/4. Ang pagkakaiba lang sa 3/4, ang hati-hati ng 8 note ay tig-dalawa. Tatlong tig-dalawa. Samantala sa 6/8 ay dalawang tigtatatlo. So hinati yung 8 note sa dalawang grupo or yung 6 na 8 note sa dalawang grupo. Obserbahan natin ang 6/8 kung paano siya hinati. Ayan, nakita natin si 6/8 na yung sa first measure ay mayroong 6 na 8 note. Ang 6 na 8 note ay hinati sa dalawang grupo. Unlike sa 3/4, tatlong grupo. Kapag nakakita tayo na ang 6 na 8 note ay hinati sa dalawang grupo, automatically yan ay 6/8 time signature. Mukha lang siyang 3/4 kasi sa bawat measure ay meron ding tatlong beats. Ayan, kung nakikita natin. 6 na 1/2. Sa second measure, tatlong 1 beat. Sa third measure ay 6 na 1/2. Kung bibilangin natin, that is 3 beats. Kaya lang, tingnan natin ang 8 notes na magkakasunod-sunod kung paano siya hinati. Diyan natin malaman kung ang musical score ay 3/4 at o di kaya 6/8. Let us move on to the 4/4 time signature. The 4/4 time signature means there are 4 beats in a bar or every quarter receives 1 beat. Katulad din ito ng 2/4 and 3/4 time signature. Kailangan nating bilangin ang beats sa bawat measure. Let's try this example. Ilang measure mayroon dito sa example na ito? Kailangan nating bilangin ang measure. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So therefore, mayroon tayong 4 measure. In every measure, we have 4 beats. In the first measure, we have 2 quarter note and 1 half note. Every quarter note receives 1 beat and half note receives 2 beats. Okay. So mayroong 4 beats. In the second measure, we have also 2 quarter note and 1 half note is equivalent to 4. In the third quarter, we have 4 quarter note. And in the last measure, we have whole note which receives 4 beats. So it's very clear that this example is 4/4 time signature. We will have an exercise of identifying 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, and 6/8 time signature. All you have to do is you have to identify the time signature of this example. In number 1, what is the time signature? Okay, so this is 4/4. Let's move on to number 2 example. What is the time signature? Count the number of beats in each measure. So therefore it is 3/4. 3/4 time signature because it has 3 beats in each measure. How about in number 3 example? In number 3 example, we have 4 measure. In every measure, we have how many beats? Okay, we have 2 beats because every 8 note receives 1/2 beat. And the last example, what is the time signature? So obviously, we have 6/8 note which is divided into two groups. Okay, so therefore, this is 6/8 time signature. Kung bakit siya 6/8 time signature, dahil ang anim na 8 note ay nahati sa dalawang grupo. Remember, nagiging 3/4 lang yan kapag ang anim na 8 note ay nahati sa tatlong grupo. That ends for today's lesson. See you on the next topic about conducting gestures or tamang pagkumpas ng time signature. Have a nice day!